And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mackey Motors Tailgate here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
We welcome you back here on the Mackey Motors Tailgate. Jeff Lincoln with you here tonight. I'll do the best I can, folks. We're having a tremendous amount of Wi-Fi and internet issues here tonight up at Ridgeview High School. I've been kicked off about 6 times here tonight trying to get this broadcast started, so bear with me. I'll keep battling and try to get you the match if I can, and hopefully we stay connected now for the rest of the night. When you go to all internet broadcasting, sometimes the internet's not real good, and this is the issue that you run into. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for East Sac County, under head coach Brandon Steiger, they're going to start a 5'6" junior and Sarah Bontrager, a 5'9" senior, and Kendall Court, a 5'8" junior, and Caitlin Schmidt, a 5'10" senior, and Addison Ehler, a 5'9" junior, and Emerson Ludwig, a 5'6" junior, and Jordan Carroll, and of course their libero, the 5'4" senior, in Ella Wilson. For Ridgeview here tonight, they are going to be starting a 5'7" senior in Gabby Mason, a 5'6" senior in Lily Whitmer, a 5'8" senior in Kira Luscombe, a 5'6" junior in Nautica Crum, a 5'9" senior in Sydney Blackmore, a 5'8" junior in Clara Wandry, and a 5'4" junior in Leslie Avina. And that is a look at our starting lineups here tonight. Again, it is the quarterfinal round of Class 2A Region 6 here tonight. East Sac County, Ridgeview both getting a bye in the opening round. The winner will head and play South Hardin, probably more than likely over at South Hardin coming up on next week. And again, if the Raiders do advance through tonight, we'll have that matchup covered for you. Our other broadcast tonight, we've got South Central Calhoun hosting Missouri Valley on KIC 106.7 and Coon Rapids Bayard entertaining St. Edmund on 1380 AM 95.1 FM KCIM. So again, want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight as well. They do include RJV Transport, Raccoon Valley Electric, Loring Hospital, Wall Lake Lumber, Domino Motors, Cornbelt Telephone, Jacobson Seed, and New Way Auto. And those are the sponsors for East Sac Volleyball here tonight. Again, appreciate you joining us here as we come to you from the Mackey Motors tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors in Lake City. Again, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. We'll come to you live here tonight from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Needing to step away for our national anthem, we'll be back with First Serve coming up next here on 93.7 KKRS.
1 gig capable network and over a century of service, Cornbelt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phones. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Cornbelt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at cornbelttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Jacobson Seed, family-owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the New Way Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Way Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
To serve things here tonight for Ridgeview, who will be going right to left across your radio dial. For the Raiders, they are going to be early in the season on a Saturday. South Central Calhoun knocked them off at the South Central Calhoun Master Blaster Tournament, but we are going to get an ace serve by Gabby Mason to start things off here tonight, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Raptors. That one off of Ella Wilson in that back right corner. They'll serve to her again, played by Bontrager. Carroll will set it up for Schmidt. Tip to the donut. Popped up into the air by Whitmer. And now free ball to cross by Luscombe. Schmidt to Carroll. They'll come up right side now. The attack is going to drop in. There is Emerson Ludwig with her first kill here tonight. Jordan Carroll picking up the assist, her 647th on the season. Ludwig with the kill will tie us for the first time here tonight as we are tied at 1-1. Serve on the way. Played it sideways that time by Luscombe. They'll get it set. And the attack by Avina going to be dug by Bontrager over to Ealer left side. Popped up into the air by the Raptors. They'll free ball it across with Wandry, and that's going to drop in for Claire Wandry, the 5'8 junior, with her first kill here tonight. And the Raptors have taken a 2-1 lead. The Raiders have Schmidt, along with, of course, Wilson and Bontrager in the back row right now. Serve on the way by Whitmer, going to be played up by Schmidt. They'll come left side from Carroll over to Ealer, and Addison has had such a tremendous senior season. One of the elite players in our area. She just picked up kill number 370. Comes in hitting 276. She'll tie this thing on a really sharp cross. And we are tied for the second time. 2-2 serve on the way by Carroll. Played up that time by Blackmore. We've got a joust at the net, won by Addie Ealer. And the Esac Raiders grab their first lead here as they take the lead of 3-2. Serve coming up again for Jordan Carroll. 16 aces on the year. There's nearly an ace. Saved by Luscombe and free balled over by Mason, who had the serve receive. Wilson have the lead back here at 5-4. And then up in the Master Blaster tournament at Rockwell City, it was 22-20, 19-21, 15-13. So I could see 3, 4, 5 really tight sets. I would not be shocked if this one goes 5 tonight. Carroll will set it in the middle for Ealer. Left-handed hit, touched at the net. Popped up by Whitmer. Mason will set it left side for Blackmore. Goes deep, played up by Wilson. And that is going to be out of bounds off of Ludwig. And the Raptors have extended the lead here to 5-4. Or 5-3, excuse me. Heading back to serve now, Chloe Murphy, the 5'5 sophomore who has come in. 25 aces on the year for her. Jump serve on the way, played by Schmidt back right. Carroll will track it down out of bounds. Bump zap over to Ealer left side. 2 touches again, going to go on Ealer. And it's a 6-3 Raptor lead. Now this Raptor team, under head coach Monica Brandhorst, got off to a sharp start this year, and then had some injuries, a bunch of ankle rolls, and just had some girls out for part of the season. That's how they're sitting at 18-17. Went 6-3 in the Western Valley Cup. They have dropped 4 of their last 5, and 4 of those were really strong competition. We just got an ace serve here from Chloe Murphy, her first second for the Raptors here early on. That one in the back left through Bontrager's hands. They'll go back at Bontrager. Good serve received that time to Carroll left side. Ealer, big swing, and that is going to be tooled out of bounds off of Blackmore. And Addie Ealer picking up her 3rd kill. She's got 3 of the Raiders' 4 points here tonight. And the Raiders trail it now 7-4 as Ella Wilson will head back to serve. McKenna Steiger and Kendall Quirk onto the floor. Back row attack by Mason, dug by Wilson. Carroll out of the back row, sends it up before Ealer pushed across. Popped up into the air by Whitmer. Mason sets it up. Attack out of the left side by Luscombe. Dug that time by Carroll. Wilson will bump set, and Schmidt will free ball it across. They work it back over to the left side. Attacked by Blackmore off of Wilson and out of bounds. Blackmore picking up the kill. That's going to extend it now to an 8-4 lead. Serve come. Different players. That time Luscombe and Whitmore ran into each other here a moment ago. Now Gabby Mason free balls it out of bounds. Raiders on the board here now, but they trail it 8-5. Serve coming up here again for Ella Wilson. Nope, she went and grabbed the ball. And now it'll be Addie Ealer. Addison Ealer back at the service line. Serve on the way, short one. Whitmer will set it up over on the left side. The attack from Luscombe going to drop in. And the lead is at 9-5. Blackmore now with 2 kills on the night. Heading back to the service line is Luscombe. The Raiders have Steiger, Ealer, and Wilson in the back row. Serve on the way. Played Wilson back left. Carroll will set it for Schmidt left side. And we're going to get 2 touches on that set. That's going to make it now 10-5. Largest lead of this first set here for Ridgeview. Our Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up in the post-game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota Chevy Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. And ESAC was really focused coming up here tonight. They wanted this one bad, but we just had another ace serve by Ridgeview. Their third here in this set. They lead at 11-5. Timeout on the floor called by ESAC County. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumber yard.
We welcome you back here as Kendall Quirk has it blocked by Gabby Mason. And quickly, it is the Raptors out in front here by a score of 12-5. Heading back to serve again is going to be Luscombe. Serve on the way. Played by Wilson. That'll be an overpass. Luscombe gets it up and tipped across almost to kill that time by Whitmer, but they're going to pick up the point. The ball went off at Jordan Carroll over the net and then back over to the Raptors, and they're back to the Raptors. They're able to pick up a kill. They extend that lead here to 13-5. And ESAC maybe wanted this one a little bit too much. They're struggling here early on. Kenneth Steiger free balls it across. It'll get up to Whitmer. Into the middle, they send it to Crum. Touch to the net. Popped up by Steiger. Carroll will back set into the back row that time for Ehler. Dug out of the back middle. Whitmer comes up left side again. Mason blocked. Pop back up by Mason. Whitmer comes back over to Mason left side. Blocked again. Popped up that time by Crum. Tipped over by Mason. Free balled over by Carroll. Free ball deep. That time Carroll keeps it alive. Ehler goes left side to Schmidt. Touch to the net. Dug by Murphy. Battle at the net. Tipped over by Crum. Again, Mason at the net wins the joust. Ehler, though, keeps it alive. Schmidt will tip it across. Raptors scrambling everywhere. Murphy free balls it across. Ehler over to Carroll. Now into Quirk in the middle. Tipped across. Popped up into the air that time by Blackmore. Whitmer will set it up for Crum. That's going to be knocked across. Dug by Ehler. Back set over to Steiger on the right side. That one into the net, and it's a 14-5 lead right now in favor of Ridgeview. Wilson over to Carroll. Tipped across. Dug by Blackmore. Whitmer will come left side to Mason. Big swing off of Carroll in the back row. Up into the rafters and back down onto the floor. And it is all Ridgeview here in set number 1. They lead at 15-5. Serve coming up here again by Luscombe. Carroll over into the middle to Quirk. Touched the net, and that time the mistake made by Crum. She was stumbling backwards. Should have just popped the ball up into the air, but instead she tries to swing hard and kill it and ends up hitting it into the net. It drops back down on her side. And the Raiders on the board down now 15-6. Steiger with the serve. Gabby Mason to Whitmer. They'll go back row attack for Blackmore. Dug by Ehler over to Carroll. Left side Schmidt. Big swing, and there is going to be a near point, but yep, here we're going to get the 2 touches going to go against Ridgeview on the second ball. So point for the Raiders. They're down now 15-7. There's a long way to go in this one, but ESAC needs to settle in and get playing here. Steiger on the serve. They work it now to Whitmer over to the right side. Tipped across that time by Crum. We're going to get a net violation. Going to go against Crum, and that is going to be, oh no, yes, net violation against Crum. We're going to get a point for ESAC County. At first they were looking to point to Ridgeview, but they changed the call. Jeannie Statlander, the up official. Mark Schaefer, the down official here tonight. Steiger again with the serve. Played up by Blackmore to Whitmer. Over to Mason off the left side. Cross court. That's going to drop in. 16-8 now in favor of Ridgeview. Their largest lead here in the first set, 10. Steiger will check out. Quirk also going to, well, she came over to check out. Now stays on. Bontrager will check it in. Serve on the way. Deep one. That's going to be played by Bontrager. Carroll Gets it over to Quirk right side, and that is going to be, they call it for 2 touches. They did. Blew that whistle as the snap was in the air, so that'll be a point for the Raptors. They lead it now by a score of 17-8. Serve on the way by Wandry. Quirk will play it up into the air, and Ehler going to free ball it to the donut. Popped up that time by Whitmer over to Blackmer. Left side to Mason. Tipped down the line. Dug by Bontrager. Carroll got ran into by Bontrager that time, so Quirk had to send it for Schmidt. It was blocked back over to the Raiders. Free balled over by Ehler. Whitmer will come left side to Mason down the line off of Bontrager and out of bounds. And the lead is back to 10 at 18-8. That matches the largest lead. Raiders probably not going to get this first set, but that doesn't mean that they can't get the match here. They just need to settle in, find themselves a rhythm here, and get some confidence. They're struggling really bad right now with the back row. Bontrager over to Carroll behind the 10-foot line. Over to Quirk right side. That's going to stay along. And when your setter is setting well behind the 10-foot line on a regular basis, I know Coach Steiger right now calling for a touch, but that one was just clearly hit. It's tough because the hitters have the setter setting behind them, so they're having to watch the ball come over their head way too often. Schmidt will tip it across. Dug by Crum. They'll come over to Mason, and that's going to be a tool for Mason. And right now, Ridgeview putting on a clinic as they lead it here by a score of 20-8. Serve on the way. Played up by Bontrager over and now to Carroll. Back row attack for Ehler off of Blackmore, and that one trying to track it down and running hard that time was Wandry, but not able to come up with it. And it's now 20-9 as Ehler picks up a kill here. Remember, there were 3 ties and 2 lead changes early. Ehler now with 4 kills. Kendall Quirk will head back to serve. Serve on the way. Played up by Blackmore to Whitmer. They'll come right side. Mason with a swing off the net, off of Carroll. Great hustle by Bontrager. Dove to get a piece of it, but couldn't get it up into the air. It's 21-9 now. Ridgeview here in this first set. We're going to get a substitution checking in. There's going to be Katie Voss. Voss, a 5'4" senior serving specialist, comes in with 15 aces on the year. Serve on the way. Played up by Bontrager to Carroll. Over now to the right side. Schmidt has it blocked, and the Raiders not able to dig that one back up. And nothing going East Sacs way here early on. 22-9 right now in favor of the Raptors. I was concerned, as pumped and focused as ESAC was and how much energy they were expending in the pregame, that maybe they were going to be a little tired come game time, and I think we're seeing that here early on. Ridgeview just came out very quiet. Schmidt with the attack left side into the net, and it is just landslided. Now, things can turn around after this first set. That's the great thing about volleyball. You get through the first set, and everything can turn around, and the momentum can swing in a heartbeat. But right now, this first set has been dominated as there's an overpass tipped down by Blackmore. It's set point at 24-9. So ESAC, again, Addie Ehler and Emerson Ludwig trying to cheer him on right now, trying to get him out of this funk. Serve on the way by Voss, played by Ehler, back left. Carroll comes over to the left side to Ludwig, blocked, popped up by Bontrager. Carroll comes over to the right side to Schmidt. Played onto the back row by Crum. They'll come left side to Blackmore, and that's going to be a tool, and that's going to do it. 25-9, the first game in favor of the Ridgeview Raptors. We'll step away, take a break. Set 2 coming up in 2 minutes here on 93.7 KKR.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
1 gig capable network and over a century of service, Hornbolt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phones. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Hornbolt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at hornbolttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Coming in live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman with you here, 93.7 KKRL, part of the CB Sports Network. Again, our announcement of all of the area volleyball players, football players, cross-country athletes, and our girls swimmer of the year. That announcement of who's all invited to our Rewind All-Star festivities will come up this coming Monday. I'll post it out online, and we'll get it in the afternoon and noon sports that day. As we'll figure it out. We're going to finalize all of that on Sunday and get that information out to everybody on Monday. Our Rewind All-Star festivities will be held November the 10th at the Carroll High School gym. We head to set number 2, Carroll on the dig. Wilson will set it up for Ealer cross court. Dug that time by Blackmore. Whitmer comes back over to Blackmore, and she's going to fire one right past Ella Wilson. And the lead at 1-0 in favor of the Raptors. Again, ESAC got off to a pretty good start in set number 1, led at 1 point 3-2 after the second kill from Addie Ealer. And then fell down 4-3. We had 3 ties and 2 lead changes early. But once Ridgeview got rolling, they ended up winning that one 25-9. Served by Whitmer. Wilson up to Carroll, over to Ealer. That's going to sail long, no touch. And it's a 2-0 lead right now in favor of the Ridgeview Raptors. Whitmer again will head back to serve. 28 aces coming into the night. She's not got one yet tonight, but with the way they're serving, she could have one. Bontrager over to Carroll, right side Ludwig. Into the back middle, popped up into the air. Whitmer will come over to the right side, and that's going to be a kill. Knocking that one in is Crum. And ESAC still looks out of sync out there right now. I don't know if they're talking a lot. You can tell Addie Ealer trying to keep everybody positive. Whitmer again will head back to serve. Jump serve on the way. Played up by Schmidt over to Carroll. That was a good serve received to Ludwig. Cross court popped up that time by Whitmer. Mason will set up Blackmore left side. Roll shot down the line, and that's going to drop in. 4-0 here in favor of Ridgeview here in this second set. Again, they win the first one 25-9. I'm absolutely shocked right now at what is going on. Raiders a very, very good ball club, and there is going to be the ace serve. I just had a feeling that Whitmer was going to get one. She's serving pretty tough. It's 5-0. I don't know if Coach thinking about a timeout. He's up off of the bench right now. Unofficially, I've got Ridgeview right now with just 4 aces, 3 in the first set, 1 here in the second set. Wilson, Ludwig out of bounds on the set, over to Ealer, has to free ball it across, but been a lot of serve-receive issues. They've been out of system and setting from well behind the 10-foot line a lot of tonight. Ealer over to the left side, and that's going to be a tool as Addie Ealer picks up her 5th kill here tonight. Jordan Carroll with her 4th assist. Raiders on the board, down now by a score of 5-1. second of the match, 7-2 right now in favor of Ridgeview. And again, the second set a long way from being over, so don't give up on the Raiders yet. And even if they drop set two, I've seen reverse sweeps on a regular basis. Schmidt, or not on a regular basis, but often enough to know that they can happen. Whitmer sets up Blackmore. That's going to be off of Quirk in the back row and out of bounds. 8-2 right now in favor of the Raptors. Olivia Villegas in the house here tonight. Great athlete at East Sac County in her day. Outstanding wrestler. Serve on the way, played by Wilson. Good serve received that time to Carroll. Left side to Ealer off the top of the net. Popped up by Blackmore. They'll come Whitmer back over to Blackmore. Cross court. That's going to drop in. 9-2 now in favor of the Raptors. Timeout on the floor by ESAC. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKR.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman with you again up here in Holstein, Iowa, home of the Ridgeview Raptors. Got East Sac County volleyball tonight, Class 2A Region 6. Winner will take on the winner of South Hardin and Manson Northwest Webster. South Hardin, the number one team in the region. 2 touches on the set, going to go on Jordan Carroll. And that's going to push it to 10-2 now in favor of the Raptors. They're up 1-0, winning that first set 25-9. Back to serve again is Chloe Murphy, the sophomore. Jump serve on the way, played up by Schmidt to Carroll. Pushes it across on the second ball, and that time communication issues for the Raptors as both Gabby Mason and Crum were going after it, and then both stopped because they thought the other one was going to keep going, and it drops into the middle of them. So Carroll going to pick up her first kill here tonight. Ella Wilson heads back to the service line. Raiders down at 10-3. Whitmer will set it up in the middle for Blackmore off of Schmidt in the back row. Carroll will track it down. Now Schmidt will free ball it across. Blackmore over to Whitmer. Right side, big swing down the line, and that is Luscombe. 11-3 in favor of the Raptors. And right now, Ridgeview, when East Sac is free balling, they're not pushing corner. They're kind of just lightly hitting it over, and they're hitting it right at somebody. And when you send it over soft, it's going to come back hard. You got to push to a corner, at least try to make the defense move as Ealer misses out of the right side. That set pulled her out of bounds. It's 12-3. But again, just completely out of sync right now and out of rhythm. And Sydney Blackmore will head back to serve for the Raptors. While the Raptors seem to be right in the right spot, and they reach out with an arm, and the pass goes right where it needs it to go, and there's Blackmore with an ace dropping right in front of the Raider defense. It's 13-3, largest lead here in this set. And everything that could go wrong right now for East Sac is going wrong. And you can see the girls out there. It happens to professional athletes. When things go south, sometimes they just go south. Kendall Quirk with the attack. It's blocked. Pop back over. Blackmore on the dig. They'll come left side to Mason. Up into the air off of Carroll into the Raptors. Kept alive by Wilson. And Quirk will free ball it across. And that one's going to drop in for a kill. Raptors were dropping back for a free ball, and then the ball ended up hitting and dropping shorter than what they thought it was going to. Quirk with her first kill. We're going to get some subs here as Callie Went will check in. She's going to check in now. She'll check in for Blackmore. Addie Ealer goes back to serve. Serve on the way. Played up into the air that time by Voss. They'll work it over to Mason left side. Roll shot to the back middle. Dug by Ealer over to Carroll. Left side Schmidt tipped across. Popped up into the air by Whitmer. They work it back to Mason. We're going to get 2 touches on that set, and that's going to be on Went. Esac pulls back within 8 here at 13-5. Have you ever seen the movie with Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman, The Replacements? There's that scene in there where he talks about quicksand. The harder you fight, the harder you try to get out, the more you sink. That's what happens sometimes, even to professional athletes and professional teams. And that's kind of what it's like for East Sac County here tonight. It's like they're in quicksand, and no matter how hard they're trying, they're ending up sinking. But there's another point. We've got a block on Mason. It's now 13-6. And all of a sudden, it's like Ridgeview has relaxed a little bit, and East Sac maybe starting to settle in. Ehler on the serve. That's going to go backwards off of Wentz. They'll work it over to Mason off the left side. She'll free ball it deep. There's Ehler to Carroll. Left side now to Schmidt. Block. Pop back up by Schmidt. Wilson will set it up in the middle. Quirk will tip it to the donut. Dug up that time by Luscombe. They'll work it over, and there's going to be another kill. That one drop it in for Crum. And the lead is 14-6. So just when you thought it was starting to turn, the Raptors grab a piece of that momentum back. We'll see if ESAC can score here and get back on serve. Steiger on the serve receive. Carroll will bump set Ehler out of the back row. Tip to the cross. Tip back over. Dug by Schmidt to Carroll. Back over to Schmidt left side. Cross court. And we're going to get a net violation going to go on the Raptors. So that'll cut that deficit now to 14-7. As I mentioned here a little bit ago, the momentum may be starting to shift just a little bit here. McKenna Steiger to serve. Now it'll be played up over to Whitmer. They'll work it to Luscombe right side. Dug up by the Raiders. Free balled over by Schmidt. Luscombe gets it off to Whitmer. Over to Mason left side. Dug by Ehler back middle. Carroll into the middle to Quirk. Tipped across. Drops into the donut. And here comes the ESAC Raiders. Quirk with her second kill. Raiders down now 14-8. Remember, they were down 10, so they've cut 4 off of that deficit here. Giving up just 1 point while doing that. 5-1 run. Whitmer will set it up. Attack that time out of the back row by Luscombe. Ehler now with the back row attack. That one's going to sail long, and it's now 15-8 in favor of the Raptors. Checking into the ball game. It's going to be Claire Wandry. Heading back to serve is Avina. Bontrager back on it for the Raiders. Ehler out of the back row that time with the serve receive up to Carroll. Sets Quirk off to the right. That one's going to end up going wide. It's 16-8 in favor right now of Ridgeview. Avina again heads back to serve. Serve on the way. Play. Nope. Thought Bontrager was going to get to it. It lands in front of her. 17-8. I think the Raiders need to slide up because a lot of the service issues have been landing in front of them, and they're still playing quite deep. Avina picks up the ace, her second. Got to take that short serve away. That one to Bontrager. Now over to Carroll. Ehler will free ball it across. Played up by Luscombe. Now work it left side to Mason, and that is going to sail long. Good job by Ehler to dip those hands at the last second. Raiders trail it here 17-9. Went will check out. Blackmore will check back in for Ridgeview, and Kendall Quirk will head back to the service line. Quirk serve on the way. Played by Blackmore. Tracked down by Whitmer. Back to Blackmore. She's got a free ball to cross and does. Ehler out of the back middle to Carroll. Middle set for Ludwig. Touch to the net. Dug up by Luscombe. Whitmer tips it over on the second ball. We're going to get an under the net violation. Going to go on Whitmer. And that's going to make it now 17-10. And there's Coach Brandhorst wanting an explanation there, but Jeannie Statlander quick to say that the whole foot got across the line. And there was a player right there, so that's a safety issue. Dale Wagner in the house here tonight. And there's going to be off a Wandry. Whitmer dives into the bench to try and save it. It's all of a sudden 17-11 again. And Coach Brandhorst maybe thinking about a timeout here. You're still up 6, but your team certainly not executing the way you were early. And you don't want that to slip away because ESAC then gets the momentum. And they get some confidence, and this thing can turn in a hurry. Mason that time. We're going to get 2 touches on Ludwig. Actually going to call her for a lift. She blocked it and then turned around. It went off of her, and then she touched it again. So they're going to say that when she touched it that second time, the hand was flat out, and they're going to call her for the lift. Jump serve by Gabby Mason, played by Wilson. Now off to Carroll. Over to the right side to Schmidt. Touch to the net. Avina with a dig. Whitmer sets up Blackmore. Big swing. And that's going to drop in again. 19-11 right now in favor of Ridgeview. Every time it just seems like East Nat gets a little momentum. Just a tiny little bit of it. The Raptors get back on. Serve on the way. Played by Wilson. And that'll be up into the net. Carroll trying to dig it, but didn't get close enough to the net. She turned and was right where a setter would normally be, and that one hit the net and then dropped. So she's got to get under the net and try and pop that one up. Either that or go up and tip it over before it gets into the net. 20-11. Mason with the serve. Played up by Bontrager. Over now to Schmidt. To Ehler. Luscombe out of the back right to Whitmer. Dumps it across. Wilson on the dive in the donut. Got a piece of it up over the net and out of bounds. The lead is back to 10. That matches the largest lead here at 21-11. Serve coming up here again for Mason. That'll be Bontrager. Carroll will track it down to Ehler. Back row attack dug by Mason. Whitmer comes at left side. Blackmore down the line, and that's going to drop in. Largest lead here in set 2 now for the Raptors as they refound that rhythm. 22-11. And we're going to get a timeout called by East Sac County. Back in 30 seconds here on Kick 93.7 KKRL.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome you back here again on 93.7 at KKRL. Jeff Langman hanging out with you, of course, on this Wednesday night. We'll have more volleyball playoffs tomorrow night. Kemper going to be home to Des Moines Christian. Casey Minders will have that broadcast. I head down to Lewis Central with the Carroll Tiger volleyball team. Wandry with the play at the net. They'll get it over to Blackmore. Tipped across. Played up by Carroll to Ehler. Left side now to Schmidt. Pushed down the line. Played up by Avina. Whitmer will come left side. Blackmore, big swing, touch to the net. That's going to drop in anyway. And it's 23-11. The Raiders right now do not have an answer for Blackmore or for Mason when they swing out of the left. They've really not gotten, that time they got a fingertip on it, but they haven't gotten many blocks or touches on their balls, and they're having an absolute easy opportunity to just go up and free swing. Ludwig will set up Schmidt into the net. It's set point at 24-11. Absolutely shocked right now, folks. Not that Ridgeview's winning. They are 2-1 against the Raiders, but just in the way that these sets are playing out, this has been a domination through 2 sets right now. Bontrager has to go backwards on the serve receive. Wilson will bump set to Ludwig. Played over by Luscombe. Schmidt to Carroll. Back into the middle of the Ludwig. Tipped and blocked, and that's going to be a tool from Emerson Ludwig. Ludwig with a point will make it now 24-12. Again, I'll write up a recap story on this one. Casey Minders and I will have recaps on all 6 of our area volleyball games tonight. Whitmer bump sets it left side, but Blackmore will tip it across that time. Ehler will get it to Carroll. Back over to Ehler, left side. Big swing off of Mason. Addie Ehler with her 7th here tonight. 24-13. If you're East Sac, just keep trying to find that rhythm. You're not going to come back from down 24-13 and win set 2, but you got to find that rhythm, gain some confidence, get things rolling here so that you can make a run in that 3rd set. Schmidt, serve received that time by Mason. Whitmer will set up Wandry, big swing, and that's going to do it. Claire Wandry with her 2nd kill, and that will end it 25-13 in favor of Ridgeview as they go up 2-0. We'll step away, take a break. We're back right after this on 93.7 KKRL.
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
One gig capable network and over a century of service, Hornbolt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phone. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Hornbolt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at hornbolttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. We'll have our Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up in the postgame here tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Raiders need to find something and find it soon here in set number 3. They trail it 2-0, 25-9 and 25-13 here in these first 2 sets. And right now, the Raiders holding a little team meeting on in the middle of the floor. They've got a couple of smiles out there right now, so maybe they've relaxed a little bit. I think they came into this one wanting it too much. Mason on the serve, played by Wilson. Now over to Carroll, blocked at the net off of Quirk backwards. Either will free ball it across. Luscombe to Whitmer, over to Blackmore. That'll be dug by Wilson, but an overpass tip down, pop back up by Carroll. Quirk pushes deep, dug by Avina. Into the middle to Wandry, tip to the right corner, played by Bontrager to Carroll, over to Quirk right side. Touch to the net, dug by Avina. And we're going to get 2 touches that time on Wandry. And it's a 1-0 East Sac lead here to start off this third set. Serve on the way. Now get it up to Whitmer, over to Wandry right side. Touched at the net, and it's going to drop in off of Bontrager. 1-1 right now our score. First tie here in this, third set. Looking at some other scores here, hopefully, and getting some updates. Have not seen an update on our other 2 games that we've got going on tonight. I know those guys will be tweeting. Jordan Carroll will push it across. They work it now over to the left side. Ball up into the air, and that's going to be Blackmore with another kill. I've got to run officially with 8 already. The lead has changed here. We've had 3 lead changes now and 4 ties. 3 of those ties and 2 of the lead changes came in that first set. But once it got to 4-3, Ridgeview took over. Whitmer with the serve, dug by Wilson on the serve, received to Carroll, left side. Ealer touched to the net. That'll drop in for Addie. She's got 8 kills here on the night. The Raiders have tied it at 2-2. Again, our All Rewind All-Star festivities. Sunday, November the 10th. The doors will open at the Carroll High School gym about 12:45. We'll start all the activities around at 1 o'clock or so. Wandry will attack out of the right side, and that's going to be a Tool down on the block. So Wandry coming alive. She'll put the Raptors up 3-2. New changes by the state this year. We can have everybody participate in the All-Star games instead of just being seniors as it was in the past. We'll explain here in a moment. Jump serve again, that time by Murphy. Taken by Bontrager to Carroll into Ehler in the middle, off of Murphy. Addison Ehler now has got 9 kills. We're tied here at 3-3. So what we're going to do on that Sunday is we're going to have our first team All-Rewind volleyball team play our second All-Rewind volleyball team. Third team will play honorable mention. We're going to go best of 3, played at 21, third set at 15. Then as we get a kill and a Tool by Luscombe off of the right, putting the Raptors up 4-3. We're going to have our football players, cross-country athletes, and swimmers. We're going to have them play dodgeball tournament, and then we're going to have our passing competition with the football that we've done the last few years. That'll be open to all of the kids and coaches that are invited. And we're going to get 2 touches on the push on Ludwig. And the lead now 5-3. Then we'll have our awards ceremony. We'll try to get everything moving as quick as we can. We don't want to make people be there 3 or 4 hours, but we're going to try and get that in within 2 to 3 hours or less. We'll see. It's the first year we get to extend it. The serve goes long by Blackmore. Raiders back within 1 here at 5-4. But it's a free event. It's open to the public. So come on out. Between cross-country, football, volleyball, and swimming, we're going to have probably around, I'm guessing around probably 100 kids or so that will be invited, and then coaches. We've got a tie as that attack that time goes into the net off of Voss. So we are tied for the 4th time here in this set. ESAC going to give everything they have in this set. They don't want to be swept here tonight. Serve received by Murphy. They'll come Mason left side into the net. ESAC grabbed the lead back. 6-5, our second lead change here. Raiders will get a serve again here from Ehler. Should be a fun time on day. And again, it's a free event. Serve played up that time by Murphy. They'll work it over it in the middle, and we're going to get a net violation as Whitmer bumps into the net. 7-5 now in favor of Esac County. Timeout, quick timeout by Coach Brandhorst. We'll step away with them back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL.
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
Live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Kendall Quirk to serve it away. Serve played up by Blackmore. Now over to Whitmer. Left side Mason down the line off of Jordan Carroll. And a good timeout that time by Coach Brandhorst. She settles her club back in. You can always tell when a coach has the players' attention in a huddle, because after a timeout, if they come out and score in volleyball, that means that the adjustments were made, that the refocus comes in, and they went out and executed. Jordan Carroll now over to Schmidt. That'll be a touch to the net. Played up that time by Luscombe. They'll work it to Mason off the antenna and out of bounds. And that's not saying that Coach Steiger didn't do anything in his timeout. I'm talking the team that is struggling and calls the timeout. If they score coming out of the timeout, that really tells you what happened in that huddle. 8-6 right now in favor of Esac. Steiger with the serve, but that one low and into the net. That'll make it 8-7. Raiders down 2-0, losing 25-9 and 25-13. St. Ed takes the first set tonight, 25-18 over Coon Rapids Bayard on KCIM. Caitlin Schmidt attack into the antenna. That's going to tie us for the 5th time. We're tied here at 8-8. Try to get you an update on South Central Calhoun tonight as well. We do have Of course, Casey Miners over there. Bontrager on the serve. Schmidt will play it up to Ludwig. Roll shot. They get it now to Whitmer. Left side Mason. Touch to the net. Popped up by Schmidt. Carroll will push it deep. Played by Avina. Whitmer into the middle to Wandry, and that's going to drop in for a kill. And Ridgeview has grabbed the lead back here at 9-8. Wandry now has got 5 kills here on the night. No updates yet on that South Central Calhoun matchup over on kick. Bontrager to Ehler, left side now. Schmidt goes deep, played up by Avina. Whitmer dumps to the donut, and, well, ESAC, I know, calls it the campfire. I call it a donut, but they call it a campfire, and that time there were 5 girls around that campfire as the ball drops right into it. It's 10-8 in favor of Ridgeview. Avina with the serve, deep one played up by Ehler over to Ludwig, and that one's going to go up and behind the up official. And the Raptors have their largest lead here in set number 3, up 11-8. Serve again coming up here for Avina. It is on the way. I'll get it to Ehler in the back row, and there's going to be a block by Wandry, 12-8. And Coach Steiger may need a timeout here. Doesn't want set 3 to slip away here. And all of a sudden you went from up 8-6. So it's a 6-0 run right now. You're down 2-0. Don't want this one to get away. Ehler over to Carroll. Left side, Schmidt. Big swing. Touch to the net. Played by Blackmore. Whitmer will come to Wandry in the middle. Off of Wilson. Kept alive by Bontrager. And now Schmidt goes cross court and out of bounds. And it's now 13-8. Coach up talking to his team right now. Avina again heads back to the service line. Serve on the way. Played up to Carroll from Bontrager. Ludwig has it blocked. Played up by Schmidt. Pushed over. Luscombe will get it to Whitmer. Blackmore out of the back row. Attacks and drops another one in. And this one starting to get away from Esac County. A timeout by Coach Steiger. Will snap away back in 30 seconds. Raiders down 2-0. Now down 14-8 in set 3.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Blankman back up here with you up in Ridgeview tonight, up in Holstein, Iowa, Class 2A Region 6 volleyball. Kenna Meyer, Maddie Quirk in the house here tonight. They're sitting down. There's a couple of girls sitting behind them, but they keep turning around talking to them. That's how I've seen their face. I can't see the girls who are sitting behind them because they haven't had to turn around. I can't see who it is. But nice to see former Raiders in the house here cheering on their former class or former teammates and friends and relations. Gabby Mason with the attack. We're going to get a lift on Ludwig. It's looking dire right now for Esac County. They trail it here 15-8. Serve coming up. It's on the way. Hits the top of the net for Avina. It drops over for an ace at 16-8. When it's your night, and the Raptors have looked really sharp here tonight. And sometimes when things are going your way, as Jason Phillips sits down here in front of me, you get that bounce, and that time it hit right on the white tape and then just slipped right over. Carroll will set up Ludwig in the middle. Touch played by Blackmore over to Whitmer. They work it back over into the back row to Luscombe. Her attack going to sail long. The Raiders now trail it here 16-9. So Esac trying to get back into this one here a little bit. And we'll put Ella Wilson back at the service line. That'll be played up to Avina from Luscombe. Blackmore out of the back row. Dug by Ehler. Quirk will chip it across, pop right back over to Carroll. Quirk with the attack. Dug by Blackmore over to Whitmer. Left side Mason. And that one off to Ehler in the back row. And East Sac has not been able to get out real quick to that block that they need to have on the left side, and it's been trouble for them all night here tonight. Serve on the way. They work it over to Quirk. Blackmore on the dig. Now to Whitmer. Back to Blackmore. Big swing dug by Ehler. Carroll will set it up for Ehler. She'll push it deep, and that one's wide. And the lead is all of a sudden up to 9 at 18-9. Appreciate everybody joining us here. Been a tough night here. Janie Pierce in the house here tonight as well. Just saw her. Addie Ehler on the serve receive over to the right side. Schmidt tipped it across, popped up by Wandry. Blackmore will free ball it across. Bontrager to Carroll, left side. Schmidt, big swing off the net, and Luscombe kept it alive. But Mason does get it free-balled over, and now Carroll free-balls it back over. Mason to Whitmer, now to Blackmore. Pushed it across. Played up by Schmidt to Carroll. Now to Quirk, has to free-ball it across. Luscombe to Whitmer, dumped to the donut. Played up that time by Schmidt to Carroll. Back row attack for Ehler, shoved across. Played up by Whitmer over to Blackmore, left side, big swing, and there's the tool. The lead is 10 at 19-9. Coach Steiger, hopefully one of the girls will come join us in the Mackey Motors tailgate when this one is over. Serve on the way, played by Bontrager over to Carroll. Over to Quirk, touched at the net, and Kendall Quirk going to pick up another one. Raiders down here now by a score of 19-10. I've seen Ridgeview at 3 different tournaments this year, so I've seen probably about 10 to 12 of their games, if not more. And this is the best I've seen them. They're always a good program. Coach Randorf does an outstanding job. Scott Mitchell was fantastic here prior to that. The attack from Addie Ehler is going to drop in. That's going to be number 10 for her. Raiders down now 19-11. But they have executed and been sharp in every aspect of this match. Schmidt with the serve, played by Avina. And that time free balled over by Mason on the second ball. Quirk to Carroll, left side. Ehler roll shot. Dug by Luscombe. Whitmer to Blackmore, and Blackmore, they haven't had an answer for her again over here in the left. She's hitting right over top of the block. And it's 20-11. And that's when the block is there. Most of the time the block hasn't been there, but when the block is there, she's just gone right up over it. 20-11. Raptors 5 points away from picking up the sweep here tonight. Serve off of Bontrager, kept alive by Ehler. They'll free ball it over with Schmidt. Whitmer, right side now. The attack from Luscombe, touched at the net. It's going to drop into the donut. And the lead back to 10 at 21-11. He's not going to be losing some outstanding seniors. Kendall Quirk, great young lady. Addie Ehler is just one of the sweetest kids and a fantastic player. Ella Wilson, great kid, really quiet. I have a fun time getting her to talk sometime. Looking forward to her in golf season as well. Whitmer into the middle to Wandry, tipped, and that's going to drop in. Like I said here, everything going the way of the Raptors here tonight. Some of the other seniors, McKenna Steiger, of course, the other senior on this varsity team. Great basketball player, headed to Grandview to play hoops. Just a terrific young lady. So always fun to get to know the kids. You hate to see this kind of a night happen for them. They really wanted this match. Ehler will attack. It's going to be blocked and out of bounds off of Luscombe. So Ehler will pick up the kill. That'll make it 22-12. She's got 11 kills here now on the night. Tough thing about doing what we do in the radio business is you see these kids a lot of times for 4 years, some of them for 5 if they play softball as an 8th grader, and you pull for them, and you hate to have tough nights like what tonight has been. Avina will keep it alive. Mason will free ball it over. 22-12 here in set 3. Ehler with the attack. That's going to sail long, no touch. 23-12. Avina will check out. Checking in is going to be Crum. Also checking in is going to be Voss. She'll head back to serve for the Raptors. They'll move on probably to play more than likely South Hardin, who's a good ball club, but Manson will have a chance. There's another ace serve, that one from Voss. That'll be her first. It is match point at 24-12. I drove over here, folks, expecting 5 tonight, 5 sets. I really expected that with the way these two battled the first 3 times they met. I never thought I would see this. Carroll sets up Quirk, and that's going to get through the fingertips of Whitmer, so Quirk will pick up kill number 4. 24 now to 13, but 11 more match points for the Raptors. Kendall Quirk heads back to serve. Serve on the way, played up by Mason. And now they'll free ball it across with Whitmer. Quirk to Carroll, left side Ehler, big swing, and that's going to be a tool, another one for Addie Ehler. I've got her unofficially now with 12 here tonight. And this is what you expect from East Sac County. They're continuing to fight here. Serve on the way. Played up by Mason to Whitmer into the middle, and that's going to do it. There is Blackmore, and Ridgeview will win this third set here tonight, 25-14. They'll sweep ESAC 25-9, 25-13, and 25-14. We'll step away. Our Mackey Motors tailgate. It's coming up next. Here on 93.7 KKRL.
Few people know as much about truck maintenance and repair as RJV Transport and Diesel Repair. Hi, it's Big Pete. As an owner-operator, I understand how crucial it is to get your truck back on the road. Our technicians have the knowledge to get it done right. With competitive shop rates and good old-school experience, we're here to keep you rolling smoothly. Plus, we are one of the only shops in the area certified to do hazmat tanker inspections. RJV in Westside, 663-4500, or call my wife, Sarah, at 790-4543.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is dedicated to providing reliable, affordable, and responsible electricity. Whether watching TV or using the internet, Raccoon Valley's member owners depend on the electricity from Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative to power their lives and to keep them connected with family, friends, and communities. Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Did you know if you experience a sports injury, Loring Hospital in Sac City has an experienced team that can get you back in the game. With the team approach at Loring Hospital, our physical therapist can provide you the one-on-one personalized rehabilitation you may need. At Loring Hospital, we help athletes of all ages be the safest and best they can be. For more information, call Loring Hospital in Sac City at 712-662-7105. Loring Hospital, extraordinary care right here.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Welcome here to the Mackey Motors at Tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award. We'll be on Kick 106.7. We're hoping to catch up with head coach Brandon Snyder. Steiger, and maybe one of the girls will want to come and chat with us. We're not recap tonight and the season. You can find those interviews. Coaches now, the football coaches, they get posted where they're previewing their game that Friday night. Go to the podcast center. The very top one says a weekly recap or something like that. You can click on that and then find your school and find your coach. But we do interview every single one of our coaches from all of the sports from the 11 schools that we cover and get those posted for you each and every week to keep you up to date with what is going on. So if we don't catch up with Coach Steiger here tonight, we'll catch up with him sometime next week. And I see the girls walking through the gym now. Nobody looking like they probably are going to want to come and talk. You can see the seniors kind of flying through here real quick. We'll step away, take a break. We'll see if anybody comes up. If they don't, we'll announce our Motor Inn player of the game, and we'll wrap things up. We'll do that when we come back after this time out here on 93.7 KKR.
Nothing better exemplifies teamwork than the hard work and dedication of our local area student athletes. The same can be said for the team at Domino Motors in Sac City. Whether it's pre-owned or new, parts or service, Domino Motors has the expertise you don't just need but deserve. To see their full lineup or to view their weekly ad, visit them on Facebook today. Domino Motors, Sac City's ideal Chevy dealer and proud supporter of the East Sac Raiders.
One gig capable network and over a century of service, Hornbolt Telephone in Wall Lake is more than just phone. Serving Wall Lake, Lakeview, Sac City, Lytton, and Early with over 90 digital cable TV channels, fiber optic internet speed with unlimited data usage and no contract. We're Hornbolt Telephone, and we're powered by fiber optics so you can do more. Find us on Facebook, call us at 712-664-2221, or visit us on the web at hornbolttelephone.com to see what we can do for you. Go Raiders!
Jacobson Seed, family owned and operated for more than 85 years. But why is it important for you to do business with a family-owned seed company? At Jacobson Seed, we are proud of our family-owned heritage. Our commitment goes beyond just selling seed. It's about cultivating relationships and sharing our passion for growth. It's about treating you like a member of our family. Our roots run deep with generations of knowledge and expertise that we pour into every seed we sell. Jacobson Seed, your American veteran, family-owned seed company.
When you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right here in the local community. Supporting local businesses helps our local economy, and that lets us help local organizations, schools, and giving back to our community. Good luck to all players from the New Auto Group dealerships with locations in Coon Rapids, Jefferson, and Pocahontas.
New Way Auto Group, home of warranty forever.
Back here on the Mackey Motors tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. I do want to thank Kendall Quirk, who is making her way up. We're up in a completely different area of the gym, so she had to go down the hallway and come up about 100 steps to make her way up here to the post game. And Kendall, I appreciate you joining me here. I know you're really young, so you probably have never seen the football movie called The Replacements. It stars Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman. But there was a line in there where Gene Hackman was the coach, and he asked the players, what scares you out on a field? And Keanu Reeves' response was, when you're in quicksand. And he says, what do you mean by that? And what he meant was, you're trying so hard, you keep fighting to dig, but nothing goes your way. I got the sense that that's what happened to you girls here tonight.
Yes, I have not seen that movie, but yes, that is truly what happened tonight. I mean, it just felt like nothing was really clicking, and we would try stuff, we would get some kills, but it's just nothing was going all the way. Ridgeview played great.
Yes.
They dug up a lot, and they had a lot of great kills, and they just had a really great night.
Yeah, they were kind of all over the place. I know you girls really wanted this. You felt you should be at home. Do you think maybe too focused on this, wanted it too bad, or was it just, as we mentioned here, kind of one of those nights?
I don't really know, honestly. We wanted it really bad, and I think we knew it would be a really close, good game. I just think we wish it would have been closer and we would have fought more. I mean, they obviously brought a lot more to the plate than we did tonight, and I just wish we had a better night.
What do you take away from this? I know your season, your career comes to an end here with this, but what can you pass on maybe to some of the younger players that will help them in the future? Because this program's always good, and you've always been one of the great leaders.
Oh, thank you. And one thing that I can really say is just work hard. I mean, you never may think that you can go out and, like, do really well as a freshman or sophomore and make much of an impact on the varsity team. But, I mean, if you work hard, you can get brought up on other levels and just work hard. I mean, I've never played full rotation, but I've always played my part when I was in. And it makes it so hard when you can't control much when you're not on the court, but you can always control it with your attitude and just bringing other people up and just doing what you can do when you are in.
As you were trying to fight through tonight, what were you seeing that was open? Where were you trying to get? You were having to tip and push and swing. Where were you trying to make things work?
I was just trying to keep the whole team upbeat, and then when I did get to swing, I was swinging hard and making sure to stay away from the block. And if I could get a dig up, I could. I made sure to get all my serves in and just stay upbeat for the rest of the team. It can be really hard when you're down like that, and I understand when mistakes happen. I mean, mistakes happen for everyone.
Yep.
And you just got to keep on pushing on.
How much better did they play tonight than the other 3 times you saw them this year?
They played pretty good tonight. I mean, the first time we played them as at a tournament, and they ended up winning, but it was a really close game, 3 sets. And, yeah, they just pulled throughout the way end. And the second time we played them, we won. I think tonight was definitely their best night they've ever played, though.
Yeah.
They just had a really good game tonight.
Well, I tell you what, it's always fun to talk to you. I appreciate you taking the time to come up. Thank you for everything.
Yes, thank you so much.
We will see you again here soon.
Yes, basketball, woohoo.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, you're a great basketball player. Give yourself some credit. You're one of the great rebounders in the area. So
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We do have head coach Brandon Steiger waiting back here, and we'll get a chance to chat with him and get some thoughts with him here tonight. And Brandon, I used the old Replacements movie, you know, an analogy here with Kendall, and she wasn't old enough to know the movie, but it just felt like that tonight. Quicksand, no matter how hard you fought, no matter how hard you tried, just nothing seemed to go the Raiders' way tonight.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Nothing just seemed to click tonight, and, I mean, you got to give Ridgeview credit. I mean, they came out firing, and they just seemed like they could do no wrong. I mean, everything they did, you know, hitting lines, and I think they only missed 1, maybe 2 serves all night. I mean, just didn't open up the door for us at all.
What were you trying to tell the girls in those timeouts to try and bring the momentum? All the times I thought, I even said one time, here comes the Raiders. I thought maybe you grabbed the momentum, and I think you scored 5 of 6 points, and then it just kind of switched again.
You know, I told the girls, you know, settle in. It could be a long night.
Right.
You know, we lost the first set against Alta last week, and we came back and played strong the next 3. You know, it wasn't for lack of, you know, effort or attitude coming into this game. I mean, they were all hyped, ready to go, and we just couldn't pull it together.
Coach, what do you say to the seniors, and then what do you tell the underclassmen? Because this program's always good. You're going to have a chance to make a run again next year. So what do you tell those younger players about what they need to do for the off season?
You know, we talked about that. We said, you know, we have, you know, a legacy here at ESAC, and we had 4 phenomenal seniors this year, and they were great leaders and probably the nicest seniors.
They're great kids.
I mean,
yeah.
I told the freshmen they were lucky. This was a good group of seniors.
Yeah.
You know, and you know it sucks. You know, my daughter's one of them. So
right. Yeah, you've had a special bond with them probably for a long time.
I've had, you know, coached them ever since 3rd grade, and in just about every sport. So it's a special, you know, group to me. It's special to get to coach my daughter all these years. But I'm sure glad I did. I mean, I told the girls I love them.
It's our Motor Inn player of the game, and we're going with Addie Ehler here tonight. 12 kills for Addie here tonight as the Raiders fall in 3 to Ridgeview. Again, 25-9, 25-13, and 25-14. Thanks for listening to high school volleyball coverage here tonight on 93.7 KKRL. Have a great night, everybody.